What's going on, guys? It's Unknown Player here, and today I want to talk to you guys about the new domination with Advanced Warfare. Of course, the patch a few days ago did change up this game mode. Of course, if you want to see the new patch notes, I'll put that link in the description for you to check out what's changed in Advanced Warfare recently. One of them is domination. If you didn't know, there's a lot of objective play which will actually give you a ton of score and make your score streaks a ton easier to obtain. You get a lot more XP and essentially score towards your score streaks, and this is currently on the current gen consoles. For some reason, the old generation consoles did get a very similar patch, but it didn't have this new scoring in domination in it. So this is currently on Xbox One and PS4 and maybe on PC as well. I'm not too sure, or if not, it'll be coming very, very soon. But instead of 150 for a capture, you now get 200 score. Instead of 50 for a kill, you get 100. And honestly, this is an absolute game changer. I'm not just saying that. Domination is a whole different game mode, and it's incredible just how easy it is to actually get score streaks now. In my opinion, it's a ton of fun. I'm absolutely loving domination right now, and even ground war as well, where there's even more people to kill. I'm going to talk about why and kind of like my recommendations, tips and tricks and things you know about this new domination, which will be really helpful. So something interesting that causes you to get really fast score is the starting flag is still worth 200 points. It didn't used to be in past Call of Duty games. They realized that it didn't take actually much skill to cap the spawn flag. You literally just move forward. So most games didn't actually give you a huge reward for that, but now it's crazy. So you literally spawn, run forward, and if you aren't slow, you're going to get 200 score straight off the bat. Another thing is that neutral flags are also worth 200 score. So those halfway captured flags that are grey and aren't friendly or enemy, these are still going to give you 200 score for pretty much no work. They're twice as quick to capture. Obviously, that doesn't take into account the B flag at the start of the game. That's still going to take the full time to capture. But if an enemy has halfway captured it, then you're still going to get 200 score for doing not really much work. It's very quick to capture these flags, and you'll do it very often in a typical domination game. So let's say you just killed a guy and he's on a flag. You'll get 100 score for killing him. It'll also give you an extra 50 score. It will give you a Vanguard or Defender medal, because if you are on or near a flag, or the enemy is on or near a flag, that's an extra 50 points. You're on 150 just for getting that kill, and often they'll be halfway through the flag and it might be neutral. If you cap that back, you get another 200 score on top of that. So now you're at 350 for getting one kill and half a cap, which is dead easy, and it's really cool, to be honest. Of course, if you get a few kills in there and maybe a starting flag cap, you're going to be way into the upper kill streak. So something you're going to be seeing a lot of is UAVs and system hacks. You'll probably notice system hacks a lot more because obviously they're up in your face and they're very distracting. But system hacks are very powerful, both to you and to enemies that are using them against you. Of course, you can run the hardwired perk. That's important to remember. There is obviously a very clear counter to this. The hardwired perk, you'll simply be immune to it, but the actual downside is that that's in the perk 3 slot, and there's a lot of very important perks. It's very hard to justify with blast suppressor, toughness, and scavenger. It's very essential, and even hardline, which is huge in this game mode, because with the additional points, if you take another 100 points off all your score streaks, you can get them way easier. So there's a lot of important perks in their perk 3, but if you're really struggling, and if the enemy are using a ton, if they're one of those teams that just has a ton of system hacks going up constantly, then you might want to have a backup class ready with hardwired on it so you can be immune. But the system hack is something you will see a lot. Expect to see a ton of system hacks when domination. There's a reason for that, because it is really good. It messes up their entire screens. It puts a skull where their crosshairs are, so you may lose a gunfight if you're in the middle of one and the thing goes up. But as I said, you can sacrifice one of those staple tier 3 perks if you want for hardwired, and that'll make you completely unaffected. Expect a lot of people to be running low profile and blind dab, because of course when there are a ton of score streaks, expect people to be wanting to be hidden from those, and of course the UAVs as well are sweeping, so people are going to be running low profile as well. In my opinion, I really love what they have done here. You can see the gameplay in the background. I'm just getting so many score streaks. I'm getting like 1 or 2 kills and maybe standing near a flag. Maybe I cap it with some teammates, doing really easy stuff, and it's just giving me so much score, and I absolutely love what they have done here with this patch. It's a very good change in my opinion to and it's not just domination, of course. Remember, all the other game modes are like this as well. So capture the flag and hardpoint, you're going to be getting a lot more score, and I feel like score streaks are just the fundamentals of Call of Duty, and Advanced Warfare has without a doubt the weakest and the most hard to use kill streaks we've ever seen out of a COD game. They overheat, they don't last long, and everyone runs blind eye. They're just very difficult, and on top of that, they did take an insane amount of score to earn. So I was really disappointed with that. I feel like score streaks are always the most fun things to go for. They're kind of like my purpose for playing COD, and but now there's a ton of kill streaks everywhere, so it's really chaotic, but the streaks aren't lethal. So surprisingly, it's actually a really good balance. I would have suggested that they just buff the score streaks, but they decided to make them really easy to get and not as kind of rare now. So it's kind of like a balance system. They're not as kind of like the Modern Warfare 2 new level of just absolute destruction. They're not on that level, but they are really, really present, and they're not too hard to obtain. So I think it's a really, really good change. Of course, I want to know your guys' opinions in the comment section. Another thing I really like about this is that it kind of forces people to play the objective, because a lot of people obviously want to get their score streaks. A lot of people will only do it to get their score streaks, but in the meantime, it's kind of like a win-win, because people will try really hard to get those flags because they want their score streaks. In the process, you're probably going to win because they're playing very objective heavy. So I'm really shocked at just how well this patch has actually changed domination for me. And of course, I want to know your thoughts in the comment section. Give the video a like rating if you enjoyed it, and make sure to subscribe for more Advanced Warfare videos. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys later.